Well, do you remember your first job and how much you got paid? It's been a blast chatting with the mamas about what that looked like back in the day. From retail nightmares to candy store dreams, here's what the mamas had to say. Okay, I do have a question for you ladies. What was your first job? Like your very first job, and how did it go? I know you want to answer this one, Diane.
Well, it's so funny because I was thinking about this on my way here today. Yeah, I had a luncheon, and on my way to the luncheon, I was thinking about this question. I worked at Kmart, and I remember like probably my third day on the job. Kmart in Colorado Springs, North. Oh, now it's Old North. And I'm working at the cash register. I'm checking somebody out, and the cash register, like right next to me, is getting robbed, and the guy has a gun. And so, and I'm like 14 years old. It's my first job. I got it with one of my best friends at the time, and I remember being like, oh my God. And so I shut my stuff down, and I went and told, you know, management that like the lady next to me is being robbed at gunpoint. I never went back to that job again. I was like, that's it. That's all. That's all I got.
I do not mean to laugh, but I thought it's the way you explain it.
Someone's getting wrapped over there.
I'm out.
I think I quit.
No, I wrapped up my shift. I wrapped it up. And
a little close on.
And then I never went back to that job ever again.
I don't blame you.
I got home, I told my mom and my grandma, I said, I don't think that working is for me. I don't know that it's meant for me to have a job. It's dangerous in these employment streets.
Wow.
And I don't need them.
Holy cow.
Well, my first job, not as dangerous, but it was spending the night with this elderly lady.
Oh.
I was like in middle school, probably eighth grade or ninth grade, and my mom got me this job to go spend the night with this older lady who was very old and couldn't do a lot of things. But the weirdest thing is when I showed up, she had a grown son who, yes!
Oh.
And wait, I walk in and he's like laying across the floor eating cereal, watching TV, and I'm like, what is happening? I'm here to take care of your mom, and like, so that was the situation.
Oh,
so I guess he wouldn't help her in the middle of the night or didn't want to, so I was like, what? But that was my first job, just spending the night, and I would help her in the mornings, I would help her at night, but I did not know what was up with the son. The son was like in his late 20s too. So
weird.
Weird. It was very weird.
Yeah.
I only did it for like a week.
Sounds about.
And real quick, your first job, Heather.
Whataburger.
Ooh,
that's good. Making the French fries.
Yum! Whataburger. Oh, huge fan.
She's such a fan.
I'm such a fan. of
Are
Whataburger.
you?
Down to Colorado Springs.
You got to go to Colorado Springs for it. And your first job?
Well, so many. But my mother did a really interesting thing. She of course, went to find me a job. We have talked about this already,
Yes.
that she found me jobs. But she went to a candy store, it was a little candy store, and she asked them for a job for me. But they said, we don't want your kid. We'll take you though.
Oh.
So I was 14. They offered her the job. She came home and said, well, let's trade. I'll go to work. You come home after school and you do my job and like cook the dinner and get everything ready, and I'll split my paycheck with you.
Nice.
I was like I did all the mom things when I got home from school, and she did she did the job, would come home, everything would be ready and done for dinner for the family, and I get to split her paycheck.
Okay.
So that was an actual very creative. My mother was really
I
good
like
that
your
way.
mom. Yeah, the more and more you tell me about your mom, I like
You got to meet Rosemary.
Rosemary.
She's got to be on the mama panel at some point.
Oh.
You would love her.
everyone. Oh, memories and the first jobs. Well, if you have any questions for the mama panel, you can join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We would love to hear from you. Okay, I did work at the Gap for like one day. I couldn't do retail.